Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of The X-Files. We're right in the middle of a two-part story with Scully and the realisation of what could possibly be her kid. I'm not going to say anything more than that until we see out the episode. This is part 2, episode 7.
Emily, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine.
What are you coloring?
A potato.
She does talk.
Something's wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Found Emily's surrogate mother.
There we go.
I had Frohickey hack into the California Social Services adoption database.
Fugazi.
Yeah, as in slang term for fake.
I don't understand.
Nice.
Why create a false record?
Because there are no true records.
No.
Emily
there
didn't
wouldn't
come
be.
into this world through any system that keeps them.
No.
Well, how did she come into this world?
How do you think?
Have you asked yourself that?
I can protect her too.
Yeah, but who's gonna protect you? Emily's adoptive parents are both dead by no accident.
Nope.
But I need you now to be a witness on my behalf in this hearing.
And I should have declined. If I never want to see you hurt or harmed in any way.
Am I to understand that your partner, along with a dozen other women in Allentown, Pennsylvania, was abducted by employees of our federal government?
She was missing for 4 weeks, and that Emily Sim was conceived as a result of those experiments.
And that can be done as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain
Scully.
it. A medical exam of Miss Scully would show that she hasn't given birth.
Why anyone would kidnap Miss Scully to
I know, it sounds
conceive this
ridiculous.
child, then put it up for adoption?
No, but the fact remains that Miss Scully is the mother of this child. I thought I was protecting you.
Why would they do this to me?
Because they can.
You know that genetic experiments were being done.
Under normal circumstances, I would say this is all about experimentation, completely black op stuff, kind of off book, no one knows. And it would normally be just for the betterment of mankind, but we know that's not what it's for. It's still tied in. This has still all to be tied in with the shapeshifters and the aliens and this date that Cancer Man said is already set, and that they're looking at some sort of hybridization between the species. I still think that's where it's all going, and that's what part of all this process was, and why these 12 women were taken. I just don't know the details. She does not look well. Look. What beads of sweat on her?
Well, we've put her on a saline drip to rehydrate her. She's running a fever about 102.
What's
Because
wrong
you
with
got
that?
her here when you did.
Do you know what's causing it?
Some kind of infection, probably related to the cyst on her neck. Well, can you give me any history that might help?
I know
No,
she was being
I can't.
treated for anemia.
Do you know what type?
I was told that it was some kind of autoimmune hemolytic anemia.
Could that? Oh my god. Yeah, could that be toxic? No, 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 don't pierce it. It's toxic. It's the alien blood thing. Oh my god, she's lethal.
If Emily is someone's creation, then it occurred to me that she might share the same body chemistry that we've seen before.
Yes.
So I had them put the ER doctor in a cooling bath like you did when I was exposed to this.
This Dr. Calderon, you say, is Emily's physician?
Doesn't
He's
exist.
refusing to transfer her medical records.
He
Is
can't
he
do
now?
that. He's endangering her life.
He said Emily was in his care, and if you're responsible for stopping that, then you're the one endangering her.
Well, authority or not, I'm not leaving her side.
This is rough.
It's
This
beyond
is
me, I'm
rough.
afraid.
Yeah, but it's not beyond Dr. Calderon.
No, it isn't.
It's really not about convincing me. I mean, this is something that, well, that we simply cannot do. It's purely a business reality. It has to do with Prangen's exposure to litigation. Look, I'm sure.
You see, Mulder is ready to lose it.
I can do. However, I do wish you the very best.
He doesn't even care. There we go.
How you feeling now?
See it. I could see it coming.
Abducting women and stealing their unborn children. Medical rapist, that's all you are. And now you're gonna let that little girl die? She's just a lab rat to you. I want everything to help that little girl.
In a minute, a nurse is gonna take you to do some tests.
Mommy said no more tests.
I just want you to get better.
And at this point, it's confusing for her. She doesn't even know who her mum really is. I don't see there being a happy end to this. I would not want to be one of them. I hope I never have to.
What do you want me to tell him?
They're gonna kill him.
Nothing.
Yep, they're gonna kill him. We've compromised him. You're gonna shapeshift, are you? Right, okay, here's a question. They just stabbed him with that thing, yeah, and all that green shit came out. Does that mean he was a clone? Or a hybrid? Or shapeshifter? Or what? I don't know. Or is that just what that implement does to kill its host if they're not human, and then he takes on his identity as a shapeshifter? Let me know. I still don't quite understand how that works. Whether that guy was a perfectly human person or not. How would you know? You wouldn't know, would you? How can Mulder possibly know? That's no longer him.
A neoplastic mass, a tumorous infection.
There we go.
The cyst in the back of Emily's neck seems to be the point of origin.
Yeah.
And from her blood test last night and her SID rate this morning, it also seems to be growing rapidly. They have the effect of killing the surrounding tissue, depriving it of the oxygen it needs to survive.
What?
Its point of origin is proximal to the brain and the central nervous system.
They're gonna get rid of her. They don't want you finding any more than you've already surmised and already diagnosed.
Dr. Calderon?
He doesn't even know who you are.
Halt! Dr. Calderon! FBI! Stop that man!
Won't be him now.
He was here. He came into Emily's room.
Work it
It
out.
appears as if he injected her with something.
Work it out. There's more than one of them.
She seems to be, but we're running a talk screen anyway.
I think Dr. Calderon went there to try to treat her.
Mulder, that doesn't make sense. Why would he endanger her before only to protect her now?
That's a bluff. I don't think they want her dead either, Scully, but for different reasons. Look, I'm gonna catch up with you, all right?
Because as much as they will do anything to remove what gets in their way, it seems that they need Emily to continue the tests.
Ah, okay. Right.
Anna Fugazi?
Yes?
You've got to be
Your
kidding
name
me.
is Anna Fugazi.
Yes. Are you the new doctor?
Just an hour ago, you said that she was getting better.
That's right. Her fever's down, her vital signs are nearly back to normal. But these latest MRIs are telling me that this growth has continued to spread. It may have already been present in some amount. Basically, it's shut down her body while it continues to grow.
But I suggest that if your job is to do what's best for this child, you do everything in your power to tell the authorities that if they take Emily out of this hospital, they are going to hasten her illness.
All of them in here. How much do you bet?
Delivered a baby boy March 18th, 1996.
Evelyn Burmeister.
In their 70s.
Evelyn Burmeister. June 21st, 1994.
Yeah, I'm in an old folks home.
Great.
Are you in adoption services, Mom?
No.
Maternity ward.
Any fetching young mothers in there?
Not
I
quite.
think you might have a shot here, Frohige. You know anything about pharmaceuticals?
Estrogen and progesterone.
Hormones.
But that doesn't make any
Hormone
sense.
replacement.
Pregnant women have those hormones in abundance. You
Oh,
wouldn't give
women
those to
don't.
pregnant women.
You would these.
Do you know where he is?
No, actually, I'm looking for him.
He's supposed to be here. I was going to start my beauty sleep.
Now we're just gonna put some extra air in there, so you let me know if your ears start to hurt.
Be her mother, and probably is. She looks uncomfortable. No,
Turn it off now!
I'm doing it, ma'am.
it's too late. You seem to
It's
have
okay, sweetie. Settle down. We're gonna
activated
get you out of there
something.
as fast as we can, okay?
surprised that half that paper were lying around. Oh my god. Boys, take a few samples.
Up against the wall.
Surely not.
Spread your legs.
Does he think you're Dr.
Detective
Calder?
Kresge, San Diego PD.
Detective Kresge, I'm Special Agent Mulder with the FBI.
He ain't
Get out of
stopping.
here.
Shit. Grab them.
Don't use your gun.
Damn. Actual aliens.
Don't fire, Kresge!
Great, now you've just made the room toxic. Yep. And he knows. It's gonna kill him. Oh, great.
Detective Kresge is going to radio in the location.
Wrong car. Damn it.
Mother, whoever brought this child into this world
Didn't care.
didn't intend to love her.
Or for her to live.
She was born to serve an agenda.
You were right. This child was not meant to be.
No. And what exactly is that? Didn't give it a day. Take it, she's gone.
Are you ready? I think I'll better ride back with Mulder.
Talk about rub salt in the wound.
Who is the man who would create a life whose only hope is to die?
I don't know. But that you found her. And you had a chance to love her. Maybe she was meant for that, too.
Faith shattered. Depressing, but a very good story. Heartbreaking. Wow, episode 7. I did quite a lot of commentary through that as to what the hell was going on. But all evidence removed. I mean, how many times have we been here? But it's of such a personal nature, and like I said, as to how it initially started with Scully as well, none of that's explainable. And for a short time, she had a daughter. But unfortunately, Mulder was right. It was never meant to be. It was just one great big experiment. And when you're dealing with these shapeshifters that can do what they do and conceal and change their appearance to enable stuff like this to go on, I said, unfortunately, there's just nothing here from now. And the only remaining evidence you have is now in a box. But Mulder still has those vials. I know everything else has gone and they've cleaned up at the old folks' home. And they've cleared everything else up. Dr. Calden's disappeared, of course. I'm still not entirely certain about the original Dr. Cauldron that we saw first. If you guys can inform me in the comments whether that guy was human and they took him on, or precisely what that thing does, whether that's not just a implement of the shapes of the alien tech to be able to deactivate shapeshifters in effect, or whether it's just when a human stabbed with it's that toxic green, well, blood in effect. Like I said, they're like true aliens. They have a natural self-defense system that the minute you injure them sufficiently, you're the one who comes worse off from it. Thoroughly depressing for Scully. I mean, how much more do these two go through? I mean, really, Scully's kind of been through the ringer even more than Mulder. A lot of Mulder stuff has been psychological. A lot of what Scully's had done to her is both psychological and physical, right down to her to being able to have conceived a child that she has no knowledge of, to be barren because of the experiments that they performed on her, to have had cancer. I mean, how much more can you take? Damn. Right. Okay. Right. Let's not get too depressed. We'll be back with episode 8 in a few days' time. Until then, thank you very much for watching. As I said, when I watched the first part of this, I didn't know it was a 2-parter until we got to the end of it. I need to start really taking more note of the titles of the episodes before I watch them. And if they've got a 1 at the end of it, I should know in future. I will try to keep my eye on that for future reference. If you do want to watch this in full length, you can just check the link in the description as always and head over to Patreon and watch it over there. If you're not already subscribed, like I keep telling you, we have a long way to go with the X-Files yet. I would appreciate a quick video thumbs up from you if you enjoyed it, and to hit the sub. We are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers this year. You're the only ones who can do it. I can't do it myself, so I'd very much appreciate it. And I'm thoroughly enjoying the series. There are some epic episodes we've had so far, and I'm sure there's plenty more to come. Right, guys, I will see you for the next one very soon. Take care.